Yo, check dig, man. If the drugs don't kill you, the lifestyle will. One thing I didn't pay attention to when I first started drinking years ago, that once I started, I could not stop. I had to drink until I got drunk. Hangovers was the norm, bruh, and I was regularly having blackouts. As years gone by, my drinking got worse. I was having drinks first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. It got to the point that drinking was more important than my career, my family, and my personal responsibilities. Motivated by some type of sense of control, I tried to switch up the game, man. I went from OE to Budweiser, man. I started trying to drink in moderation, but listen, bruh, once I put that first one in me, I was off to the races again. In the early 90s, man, I crossed the line. I started doing harder drugs, dog, and this ended me up in the rehab, man. I did my 6 months like a champ, bruh. I came out homeless. I came out jobless. Two things I did have. I had a loving relationship with God, and I had been introduced to the 12 steps of recovery. They told me in recovery that drinking and drugging is just a small symptom of what I'm recovering from. I said, get out of here. They said, you suffer from the disease of addiction. I said, I don't have no disease. They said, it manifests itself in all areas of your life. I said, no way. They said, it's in my brain. I said, there's nothing in my brain but my brain. So I started getting this thing called recovery or sobriety, whatever you want to call it, man. And then one day I visited my doctor, right? And I said, Doc, man, am I getting fat? People talk about I'm getting fat, man. He said, no, you're not getting fat. I said, cool, man, you're a good doctor. He said, you what we call obese. My doctor said you're also a pre-diabetic and you might want to try to lose some weight, man. So I started doing my research on addiction and the brain. Then I learned that my addiction, man, is always searching and looking for instant gratification, man. It's always looking for pleasure. It's always looking for excitement. It's always looking for something that makes me feel good. It can be sex. It can be food. It can be gambling. It can be anger. It don't matter what it is, man. As long as I'm getting some type of pleasure or excitement out of it, my addiction can take over. Then I heard about this thing called dopamine detox. It rebalanced my brain reward system, man. Here's 3 things that I learned, man, that's really working for me that dopamine detox does. First, it resets my tolerance level, right? My prolonged exposure, man, to pleasure and excitement, man, desensitized my dopamine receptacles, man. So I need more to get the same satisfaction. Dopamine detox reset my tolerance level. 2, it breaks our addiction cycle. By being more aware of our triggers and our patterns, we can make better choices and have better coping mechanisms. 3, it helps us reevaluate our priorities. Taking a break from dopamine-enriched activities allowed us to reevaluate and reflect on our life, our goals, and our values. Dopamine detox, that's the solution, man. I'll see you in my next video.